Ubisoft has announced they're cutting 19 people from Red Storm, the studio behind Ghost Recon. They stated the cuts were part of their global restructuring and cost-saving efforts. They did say that they're offering benefits, severance, and job placement assistance to the affected employees. So hopefully these people can find positions elsewhere, but again, it is hard to find positions right now considering that most of the industry is either cutting jobs or not hiring. Ubisoft is one of the companies that have done a bunch of layoffs in the past, so I wouldn't be surprised if we see more from them, but hopefully not on the level of what Microsoft did last week. And speaking of Microsoft, I do have a follow-up from last week, as one of the companies rumored to be affected by the layoffs was Romero Games. They lost funding for several games when their publisher pulled out, and the reason I say rumor is because they never said that it was Microsoft that was publishing these games, but that's a speculation given that it happened during that big wave of layoffs. Well, there was a rumor that the studio may be closing to them losing funding. Well, the studio's founder, John Romero, the creator of Doom, by the way, I know I didn't mention that previously, I don't know why, but he put out a statement basically saying that the studio isn't closed and he's doing everything in his power to ensure that doesn't happen. He also stated that due to confidentiality agreements that he couldn't say who the publisher was that pulled out, but they are working on finding more funding. He did mention that they'll have to reassess staffing at the studio as a result of this, which of course means that they'll probably have to cut people, which of course sucks, but given the circumstances, it's understandable. So yeah, it makes sense why he can't come out and say that it was Microsoft if they signed a confidentiality agreement, but hopefully his studio can find a new publisher or funding and stay open without having to do any cut.